I thought I'd show my new coping sled. Well, it's actually not new anymore. I've had it a couple of months. It's all made out of scrap parts. There's a scrap piece of plywood for the base, and one here for the clamping end, and a piece of plywood here for the slide. And all the parts for the clamp are made out of hard maple. And added a handle here to push it along the fence. Okay, yeah, I guess the easiest way to show you how it works is to try it out. So let's see if I can set it up with one hand. First off, I usually put a backer strip in. We'll use this piece of scrap plywood. And here's a piece of pine that I might want to make a box out of. Let's say we want to bevel the ends. I have a 45-degree bit in there now. So we'll push it up against the fence, and we'll slide the clamp up tight. Make sure everything's against the fence. And then I need to adjust this clamp. So it's kind of hard to do with one hand. Anyway, I have to move it till that jumps down in the next notch like there. And we'll, really hard to do with one hand. Then I'll tighten it. Once this is done on the first board, then from there on. Okay, there we go. Snug them up a little, tighten it a hair more. And that ought to do it. And we're ready to route the first piece. Well, I guess we're ready. Let's turn on the router. I'll hold this down with one finger and push it through. And there we have our 45-degree bevel on that end. So now let's turn it over, loosen the clamp, and let's turn it over, do the other end. All pieces up against the fence, and I need to my clamp, and we will tighten the clamp. Make sure it's down, and it is. Now we'll tighten these two a little bit, and there we're ready to go again. Let's do the other end. Release the clamp, and there we have it. We have bevel on each end, nice bevel. So there's one. We'll make the other end for our box. Put it in here. Lay both ends up. Make sure they're against the vents and down. Snug them just a little. And the next step was tighten this clamp again. And there we go. We're ready for the next one. Let's cut one more. at the other end. Everything up against the fence. Adjust the clamp, tighten the clamp. Okay, we're ready to do another one. And there's that one. We got two ends done for our box. It should be both identical length, and they are. Anyway, that's basics of how it works. And if you notice, there's no dust on the router table. My dust collection sucks every bit of the dust into the vacuum. None of it ever goes down below to the router. It stays clean as can be in there. Anyway, that's about how it works. I really like it, because now if I for some reason would like to cut the side of one of these, it's raring to go. I don't have to worry about changing the height of the router bit. If I wanted to make a lid on a box that's also beveled, then I could. And still no dust on the table. Well, that's about it for that. Well, I finished cutting the rest of my little box sides here out of the pine, like I started on. Just for kicks, let's go down and check, see how much dust got into the bottom. I assure you there won't be any. Let's open all the top two drawers anyway. Let's pull them clear out. That gives me room to get down in there and look at the router. Now I'm going to need a light, so let's put a light in here. We'll put this light down in here, turn that on. Hopefully that'll be enough to light it up so we can see what it looks like in there. Now if I can get down here and look, shouldn't see much dust in there. You can see the hose that goes from the vacuum up to that little compartment I made underneath the router plate. It plugs right directly into that half-inch space and sucks all the dust before it comes down here, so it can't ever get down here into the bottom. Any dust that is down in here was probably there when I made the cabinet, because I'm sure none ever gets down here. Anyway, that's how clean it always stays. I've been using this router now since, I think it was February, I guess, of this year. And I have never cleaned it under here. Just like it has always been. Anyway, that's what it looked like. Take the light back out of here. Let's close these drawers. And that's it for today. Bye for now.